So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about one more hook in React which will help you to optimize your code more efficiently. And that hook is use callback hook. In our previous video we learned about use memo and how it helps us to optimize our code. But what was that in use memo the function is being remembered according to its input and output. So if the input is same as the previous render, the output will also be the same. So React will not call that function again. But talking about use callback came very handy when we have a component which is being constantly re-rendered and there is a complex function inside that component. So what will happen whenever this component, if we took this example, whenever this component is rendered, whenever we click this button, this component will be re-rendered. So what will happen? These two functions will be recreated again. Now, in that scale, in this small scale, we don't have any problem with it. But if we are talking about large components having complex functionalities, this is a headache. Because if this function is being passed to a child component, that child component will also be re-rendered just because in JavaScript functions are treated as first class and because it's then treated as an object. So if you place two objects side by side, they are not equal, so the component will be re-rendered. So in order to prove it, I have used set in it. So what set does, set only saves unique value inside of it. So whenever this component is being re-rendered, this function will be recreated and a new instance of this function will be created every time. So in set, we will see that there are multiple instances of increment being added. So if you now go to our web page, we can see that if I click increment again, you can see that there are two instances of increment and two instances of decrement because the component was rendered twice. So now I click increment again. Now you can see that I have three instances of increment and three of decrement. Every time this component is being re-rendered, these functions are recreated and set treat them as unique values because these are different instances and not the same function. So now I have updated my code with use callback hook and now you can see that I have passed my function as a callback in this use callback hook and we can also pass the dependency array here. So now if we go and refresh our page, you can see that now if I click increment, the function set is the same. You can see that. This means that the component is being re-rendered just because we can see the count changes, but the function are not recreated. Those increment and decrement functions are not recreated. That's why the set remains the same. So I hope you understand the concept of use callback hook and the use memo hook and how they can help us to optimize our code, and it definitely help us when we are working with large scale application. These callback hooks are very important and you should know how it's work and when to use it. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you like it. Please like, share and subscribe if you find this video useful. Happy coding.